Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking at Torbjorn turret spots that you can use on the new map Busan. I think Busan is a really good map for Torbjorn, but can also be very bad for Torbjorn because if you're getting destroyed and you can't get a turret up, or there are a bunch of flankers and they just destroy your turrets all the time, it could be a very situational map. But I feel like generally Torbjorn is pretty good on this map. And let's go over his Torbjorn turret spots that I personally think are really good for him and can control the most area and defend it and protect your team. So let's jump right. So on the first point of Busan, it's kind of the commercial area. There are 3 rollout points, and this is the first one I consider, which is down the middle. So I like to place my turret right here, kind of next to the stairs, or this little balcony area, because it gets the little top battlement right there, and also gets your half of the point, so if a Genji or a Tracer tries to overextend, they'll be punished by your turret, and they will be forced to get out of there. So this is a generally good spot for any situation. This rollout is really good for flanking Torbjorns, but also defending against flankers on the other team, because Tracers of Genjis like to use this route and get around and kill your healers or damage your tanks. And this is a good spot to defend against them. You just place your turret in this movie theater building at the front, and if you want, you can even flank the other team if you want, but you're putting at your team at a disadvantage because you are a very squishy hero versus 6 other heroes, but you can just serve as a distraction if you really wanted. I generally like to use this one, but it is kind of risky, but it is good against defending other flankers. So yeah, it's a good spot. So this last rollout is for Torbjorns that really want to defend the point. So you basically just take this right route, and you'll not get shot at all, because unless a flanker is extremely fast, but you just kind of place your turret in this little like hut, and it gets the entire point really well, but your turret will get focused down by the enemy team. It will go down fast unless you repair it, so just be prepared for your turret to be destroyed fast. Now when you do eventually control the point, this is a very good turret spot, because they're going to have to be pushing in to 6 people plus a turret with aimbot, so it's going to be kind of a hard situation for them. But Genjis or Tracers or Junkrats can generally go behind and 2-shot your turret very fast, so just be prepared for that. So now we're going to be taking a look at the second control point map of Busan. It's kind of the Chinese themed area. So I like to place my turret right here in this kind of like stone archway type thing, and it gets the entire area very, very well. But this is a very good offensive rollout if you want to like attack the enemy team very, very fast. I like to put a couple pot shots in there at the beginning so I can get out some good damage and maybe even get a couple headshots and build up my ult. But this turret spot is generally really good. It gets the area really well and flank routes as well. So yeah, this is a generally really good spot for attacking and just starting out your defense. So the second rollout is kind of to the right down the stairs after that stone window, and this is kind of more of a defensive turret spot if you want to keep your turret alive for longer, but also have it put out consistent damage. But it will be at a disadvantage because it can't see like the other half point of the map, and it can't see that entire left side, which flankers really like to go around there. And this is a kind of a weak turret spot because flankers can easily go around and destroy your turret. This spot's okay. It's very good for defensive positions, but I don't use it that much, but it can be viable in the right situation. So this third rollout is a very flank rollout. So if you want to flank the other team, this is the rollout you want to go, because you can either defend against them by either killing the flanker or placing your turret down and guarding half point, or you can go to their side of the map and place your turret down and just go ham on the enemy team. It's a very aggressive and optional. Well, it's a very aggressive thing that you could do, but it is optional to do the flanking part, because you can just put down your turret and it'll be the exact same as the last turret spot, which is a very defensive turret spot, but it still is. It can be viable, but I really like the flank rollout, because you could just go mayhem on their healers or DPS. It's just really fun. So now we're going to be taking a look at the last point, D.Va's mech center thing. And on this map, there's basically only like one rollout. It's to the right or to the left, whichever side of the map you're on. But I usually like to place my turret up here on the little battlement on each side. This is really good. It gets every point. It gets every point, every flank. It gets the whole entire point, even when the little wall things are up. But it generally gets the entire area really well. But the only problem with this is that your turret will be targeted very hard. It will be destroyed fast. So just be prepared for that. But generally, this is a very good default spot for turret placement on this map. So this next turret spot is for defensive Torbjorns that like to protect the point. Now this spot's okay. I usually use it occasionally to just defend the point, but it can be countered by the stairwell to the left here, and it also doesn't get that right side or left side defended. It only defends the point, and it can be easily countered not just by heroes but by the map itself, because these walls come up and they block the sight line of your turret unless they're all the way to the left or if they're behind. But this spot's okay for defensive turret placement, and the walls can actually help, because say your turret is being attacked and the walls come up, you can repair your turret in that time. It just gives you a brief moment to kind of repair your turret, but these walls can be very detrimental to you. So yeah. So this is the last turret spot on this map. It's a really good turret spot. It's just up on these stairs. Flankers really like to take this stair away, so it actually defends it pretty well, because they're gonna have to face the turret down, which will actually weaken them. But that small health pack right there can heal them up, but it still notifies you that there's a flanker going up there. It's also a really good spot because it defends most of the point, but not all of it. But it can also defend that right side really well. This spot's okay because it can be countered by Pharahs or Widowmakers by that doorway, the way back where the enemy team comes from. But it's a good emergency spot that I like to use. It's generally okay. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry it's been a while since I put out a video, but it's really hard to edit when your editing software does this. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking at Torbjorn turret spots that you can use on the new. So as you can see, it's kind of difficult to edit, but I still manage. But it's taking a little bit longer to put these out because of this problem I'm having with my software. It's been happening this entire time, but I'm trying to put a lot more effort into these videos, and it's very hard because of this. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you put a comment down below of what map I should do next, because it actually really helps me figure out the turret spots on that map faster and what map I should do. Also, just put comments down below of what video game I want to see. Team Fortress 2, Here's the Storm, Hearthstone. I don't know, but just not Fortnite. I'm sorry. I don't do Fortnite content anymore. But yeah. Just make sure you put a comment down below of what I should do next map, or other video ideas. It really helps me out put these videos out faster. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.